media keeps hiding their defense of Biden. Our video of the day comes to us from Chuck Todd, who melted down over claims that the media covered up Joe Biden's decline to mush. Roll it, Theo.
This is not a media failure. This is a failure of the Democratic Party. And I just sort of the virtue signaling that some people have done to try to say that the media missed this story. They didn't miss this story. No. David Ignatius wrote, I just refuse to accept this stupid premise because it's a right-wing, manufactured right-wing premise in order to stain the media.
Sorry, Chuck, you guys don't need help staining yourselves. You can't stain something that's covered in I wonder who he thinks the people at fault are.
The people at fault are Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, Jill Biden, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, every elected member of Congress. The Democratic Party let that disaster happen. That is not a media failure. That is a Democratic Party failure. And only right-wing manufactured outrage who claims the media and the Democratic Party work as one have fused it into this.
Oh, I have a few names to add. CNN, MSNBC, CBS, the town crier. All outlets ignoring Biden's revolving door of gaffes. His constant forgetfulness, weird rambling speeches being let off stage. All the while you told us there's nothing to see here. Meanwhile, any parent can see this face means you got to change a diaper. I learned that. Even those in the media who didn't defend Biden's mental acuity surely didn't cover it. And this refusal to acknowledge the truth is a betrayal of it. Meanwhile, what is this right-wing outrage you speak of? Hell, we were the only ones pointing out what every American could see. Joe Biden was a mess. If you didn't see Biden had dementia, you have dementia. Or is it your argument that you got outsmarted by a dementia patient? Nah, you just look the other way. So, Chuck, like your receding hairline, the more you try and pretend it's not there, the more we can see it. When I've learned from watching the first 48, you always blame it on the guy in the back seat of the other car. Never fails, Kennedy. You know what? I have no sympathy because they tried to discredit us. Now it's our turn to discredit them, but they've discredited themselves.
Yeah, but he's also trying to discredit his employer. He was saying that it was MSNBC and CNN. But Jake Tapper was one of those people pushing back on Republicans who dared say, there's something wrong with the president. The vice president, because in 2020, he hadn't ascended to the Oval Office yet. And Jake Tapper was one of those people saying, are you a doctor?
Yes.
How can you diagnose someone? And now Jake Tapper is conveniently hitching his wagon to a reporter who was doing the actual work. Alex Thompson at Axios was one of the few people during the campaign when Joe Biden was still in the race going, something is not wrong with this guy. I'm going to catalog his gaffes and decline and put this on record. And, people really pushed back against that. And Jake Tapper didn't have any credibility. So now he's co-authoring a book with the actual reporter who is documenting what was going on with Joe Biden. Chuck Todd hosted Meet the Press until the fall of 2023. If he were so concerned about Biden's evident decline at that point, then he would have started and ended every show saying, I am raising the red flag now. Democrats have to do something. But now, that he's Cassandra and he can run around going, I knew the truth the whole time. Do you know how you make Wuss tea?
How much?
You dip Chuck Todd's ginger balls in hot water.
That ball is high. It is far. It is gone.
Get the f*** out of here.